Bunny's transformation, a story of pain and hope. It was a cold night, with rain and ice covering the streets, when we received a call that had us racing against time. A dog had been abandoned in a parking lot dumpster, in such deplorable conditions that it was hard to believe she was still alive. When we arrived at the scene was heartbreaking. The poor dog was so weak that she could not even stand. Her body temperature was so low that it could not even be registered on the thermometer. She was covered in horrific wounds, some so deep that they exposed bone and flesh. Her face was swollen from severe trauma, and the look in her eyes showed a mix of pain and resignation. It was clear that she had suffered terrible abuse over a long period of time. The first moments of rescue, our first mission was to warm her up. We did everything we could to stabilize her while we took her to the vet. Time was of the essence, and every second counted. Upon arrival at the veterinary hospital, the medical team began a series of emergency procedures. They managed to raise her body temperature, but the challenges were many. She was extremely anemic, infested with worms, and had explosive diarrhea. The wounds on her body were consistent with her being used as bait in dogfights. This revelation was devastating, but it also gave us even more determination to save her and give her a new lease on life. Bunny's fight for survival. Day 2, we decided to name her Bunny, a name that symbolized rebirth and hope. Despite everything, Bunny began to respond well to the treatments. She was only 3 years old and had a long life ahead of her if she could overcome this battle. In the meantime, we couldn't help but wonder who was responsible for such cruelty. Our hope was that the authorities would find the culprit and bring them to justice. Day 4, the antibiotics began to take effect, and the swelling in Bunny's face began to subside. However, her tail was in critical condition, with exposed bones. Surgery was scheduled to amputate it to prevent serious infection. Day 10, Bunny began to adjust to the safe environment and the affection she received. She was still recovering, but she was already showing signs of trust and gratitude. Under the care of Dr. Terry's team, she began to understand what it was like to be loved. The journey to recovery. Day 20, Bunny was already one of the sweetest and most lovable dogs we have ever known. Her personality began to shine, and she won over everyone around her with her sweetness and resilience. Day 32, finally, Bunny was discharged from the hospital. She was ready to leave the clinic and start a new chapter in her life. During her recovery, she had the chance to see Snow for the first time. The expression of curiosity and joy on her face was a magical moment for all of us. Now, Bunny was completely healed. She was given a new name, Bunster, which represented her new life. A happy ending for Bunny. Today, Bunny lives surrounded by love and affection in her forever home. She is an example of resilience and overcoming, showing that, even after so much suffering, it is possible to find happiness again. Her days are filled with games, moments of joy, and lots of affection. Her tail wags nonstop, and her eyes shine with gratitude. Bunny has finally found the life she always deserved. We are deeply grateful to everyone who supported this journey. Love and compassion can transform lives, and Bunny is living proof of that.